So speaking of the movie, now are you credited in the movie at all? You didn't work on the movie. But do you have any credit? I mean, does it say based on? I actually watched the movie the other day, but I don't think I saw your name in the credits or anywhere.
No, we're not credited in the movie. We didn't create the IP, so
Right.
That is how that works. And we knew that from the beginning. It was a work for hire.
Right.
So I never expected to be credited in the movie as a given. I think the movie is credit. I think they reference the game as like based on the Sony PlayStation Studios game, which is the new name for what used to be Sony Computer Entertainment. So it doesn't mention Supermassive, which is too bad because it really is. Will Biles, Pete Samuels, especially Will Biles, like that was his baby. It was a different studios game originally. I think London Studios. I don't remember. There's footage on YouTube of the original version, and it's like kids on a mountain, but I think the similarities in there.
Yeah.
I never saw any of that until years later. Will really like turned the game into the thing that it is, and then with Larry and I, we fleshed it out. But yeah, it makes me a little sad that Will doesn't get credit.
But you had the opportunity to pitch a film version of this, like 10 years ago. So how did that go? How did you since it was work for hire? Whose idea was it to have you come in and pitch?
We were asked by Roy Lee, who runs Vertigo for Sony, to come in and pitch, which was really nice of him. I mean, it was. That doesn't always happen. So it was really cool that we got to come in and pitch. And I don't remember all the specifics of the pitch, but my take on it at the time was, this is a 12-hour interactive movie in which the audience is allowed to create their own personal canon, like their own version of the story. They're collaborating. So I felt like if you're going to take that and then say, actually, your version isn't real canon, this 2-hour version is real canon, I felt like that wasn't the right approach. So I thought, and no one was asking us to do that, I just thought we shouldn't do a straightforward version of the story. We should do something more meta, more interesting, that takes some unexpected turns. And so we pitched something that was more like the movie Brain Scan with Eddie Furlong from the 90s, where kids are playing Until Dawn and it bleeds into their reality. And if I recall correctly, Roy Lee really liked the pitch. I don't think Sony was interested at the time in doing something that was not a straightforward adaptation.
Right. And then 10 years later, they kind of use that concept.
Yeah, well, it's a very different thing, but I did really appreciate that they didn't try to distill a 12-hour story into a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
They just went a different direction, which is great. So.
Yeah, interesting. Just kind of weird, like, no spoilers, but it's just kind of weird how like the movie, I just think it's weird that the movie, it's owned by Sony, the studio's owned by Sony, the game's owned by Sony, but they use very little of the actual IP in the movie. Except at the very end where they kind of give a teaser of the scenario from the original game, and I was like, well, they should have made that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to their credit, I think they were trying to create conditions for a more malleable franchise.
Yeah.
So I understand that impulse. Whether or not it works for audiences is up to audiences. I have no real true perspective on it. I'm too close to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, and obviously games and film, completely different medium. It's like oftentimes films it doesn't happen this is why it doesn't happen that often. If they make a film out of a book, they don't have the author involved in the film. And there have been some very famous examples of that going awry because the film is not the book. It's different. Yeah. It's a different medium.
Norman Mailer's Tough Guys Don't Dance.
Yeah.
Great book. Not a great movie.
Yeah.
One of Angelo Badalamenti's early composing gigs. I don't know why I know these things.
Hey, I mean, it's more trivia for the, you learn something new every time you watch one of these interviews.